Okay, so this is Mod 2, this is question 4, which is mercifully short. So, the following table shows information about energy transfers in 3 different ecosystems. So what have I got down the side? I've got GPP, gross primary productivity, respiration, NPP. I'm just going to put that into a little equation. GPP equals NPP plus R, or NPP equals GPP, take away the R. And in fact, if I look at what gaps I've got, I need it rearranging also in terms of respiration. Respiration equals GPP minus NPP. Okay, I think that's going to sort out those boxes. And then I've got tropical rainforest. So I'm thinking warm, wet, light, intensity. It's down near the equator, aren't they? Arable land, planted with beans. What do I know about beans? They're legumes. Arable land means farmland. And then we've got young pine trees in northern Europe. I'm thinking Finland. I'm thinking cold, damp, dark for most of the year. That might be a bit harsh on the Finns. Probably isn't. In fact, I'm pretty sure I heard Sandy Toxic say that it's not dark for most of the year on QI. In fact, I think she got quite cross about it and I don't want to upset her. So, here we go. So, I'm working out respiration. Respiration is the gross primary productivity, 102,000. Take away my net, 64,000. Put the numbers in carefully and write down your answer. Me, I like to do these things twice to check. 000, take away 64,000. I may even, at the end of the paper, if I've got some time, go back and check it again. Net primary productivity. So NPP is gross minus respiration. Oh, I don't even need a calculator to do that. That's going to be 31,000. You can take away 20,000 from things, that's good. Okay, so how much energy is available to the primary consumers that's the NPP, and we're just looking at the rainforest, and it's been calculated for us, 54,000. Now, obviously, that'll be too easy, wouldn't it? We do need some units on it. Kilojoules per metre squared per year. Or you could just copy those. But it needs units. Never going to get marked without units. Nothing gets marked without units. So, suggest. That means that suggest means there's more than one answer. In this case there are 2. Well, there are more than 2. There's going to be a few on the mark scheme. So why the gross primary productivity figures are higher. So GPP, remember, relates to the rate of photosynthesis. It's how much carbon dioxide you can actually fix. And why it's bigger in there than it is in our cold northern Europe climes. So, in the tropics, the light intensity is higher. Remember, that's our primary limiting factor, and it is warmer, increasing photosynthesis. You could of course refer to rainfall. There's going to be more rainfall, but I would associate Northern Europe with being quite rainy, so I'm not going to go there. But tropical rainforest, obviously it's a rainforest, it rains all the time. You do get temperate rainforest, which is a bit disappointing. That's like, you know, the woods around Bolton. That's what a temperate rainforest is. You could go for the there's no seasons, so this photosynthesis happens all year. That's what the tropics are like. So that, you know, they do shed leaves, but they don't shed leaves like all in one chunk in autumn. That's just because it's always warm and light. No seasons. And then I'm thinking about pine trees, and these are Christmas trees, so I'm thinking that they have needles and these have leaves. So pine needles have less surface area. For light harvesting. Or you could have put that the other way around and said the tropical trees are going to have bigger leaves. Okay, another suggest. Wow, full of them today. Suggest 2 reasons why the bean field crop field has the greatest net primary productivity. So remember, net primary productivity is GPP minus R. So we're trying to think of what might up that whole photosynthate being left. So what do I know about them? They're legumes. Legumes, I know, nitrogen cycle, fixed nitrogen. They're on a farm. They're going to have fertiliser. So, okay. In farmed land, the plants are treated with fertilisers. Although why you do beans with fertilisers when they're fixing their own nitrogen, so I'm going to put in something else. And pesticides to maximise yield. And beans are legumes with symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacteria. So you can grow more. Right, that kind of wraps it up, and I think you could have probably gone with the idea that pine trees and tropical rainforests, a lot of the tissue is just is not respiring, like bark doesn't, it respires but doesn't photosynthesize, and whereas the bean plant's pretty much mostly green, so that would sort of cut everything down a bit. Stick to what you say.